listen.
So a few days ago, I dropped my best album covers of 2024. And so in today's video, obviously, I'm going to be doing the worst album covers of the year. And if you haven't seen my best, go check that out. It's probably a better video than this one because honestly, there hasn't been too many terrible album covers. There definitely is some really bad ones, but more of it is just preference, to be honest. Like, there's certain ones that I feel like are too simple and maybe don't fit the albums, but there is also some pretty bad ones. Let's get into it. Okay, first I'm bringing in Juice WRLD's The Party Never Ends. This album cover is honestly kind of disturbing. It looks kind of gross, and this is the guy that made the Graduation cover, and he made this cover, so I mean, I don't know. Maybe he has to retire after this one. I don't know. This one's pretty rough though. It looks quite ugly in the Juice WRLD discography. I can't lie. All right, next is arguably one of the most disturbing album covers of all time, Party Next Door 4 by Party Next Door. And I honestly didn't listen to this album cover, but I mean, it speaks for itself. Like, what are we doing? How did he even get this picture? Okay, next I'm bringing in Netspend, Badass Fucking Kid, which literally just dropped. And I know I might get actual hate for this because I think people actually genuinely love this cover, but me personally, I hate it. It seems like it's trying too hard to be like aggressive and like, ooh, I'm a bad kid. It seems like it's trying to do that too hard. Like, you see the background saying, I love narcotics, I hate you. There's just different like images in the back that are obviously just trying to be Mr. Ooh, I'm a bad kid, and it's just I don't know. It kind of pisses me off, and it's kind of ugly to look at in my opinion. The baby on the front is obviously inspired by Van Halen, so you know that's a little cool, but yeah, in my opinion, it just seems like it's trying too hard to be like a badass fucking kid. So yeah, that's just my opinion. All right, the rest of the list isn't going to be like really bad covers. They're going to be just more simplistic and kind of not what I wanted these covers to be. And I'm going to bring in first, which fits this category pretty well, We Don't Trust You. Again, not a bad cover, just this album is so cinematic and I feel like it could have had such a better cover. And this cover is so simple. It's this dumb chilling, Future smoking a blunt. It's fine. It seems like just something you could have taken on an iPhone. And like I said, this album feels like it could have been it is so cinematic, and the covers could have been so cinematic to go along with that. So yeah, that's just my big problem with it. Okay, next, Dark Times by Vince Staples. And this was very disappointing. It's literally just a black cover that says Dark Times. It's the definition of minimalism and simple. And I guess that if that's what he's going for, okay. But Vince Staples has had really good album covers like Big Fish Theory, and Self-Titled is also really good. It's so simple to the point where it's kind of like disappointing. You look at the album cover and you wouldn't expect to get a really good album, which you end up getting. You get a really good Vince Staples record, but it's so simple that it's just kind of like, was there any effort put into this? Okay, next, honestly, this isn't a bad album cover. It was just kind of disappointing. Ultra 85 by Logic, and this was obviously a prequel to The Incredible True Story, which that is one of the most legendary hip-hop album covers, in my opinion, at least of the last 10 years. And to go from that to this for a prequel is definitely disappointing as a fan, because in The Incredible True Story, just immediately that album cover immerses you in this world that he's creating. And then this one is kind of just, you have the robot looking on into the distance. It's so simple and just, it's disappointing to go from Incredible True Story, which completely immersed you in that sci-fi world, from off the jump into this that is kind of just minimalistic. But like I said at the beginning of the video, there's not too many bad album covers of 2024. I think the only ones that I think are actually kind of terrible are the Party Next Door one and the Juice WRLD one. Those are quite literally terrible in my opinion. And then the other ones I brought in were kind of simple. So if you haven't checked out my best album covers, go check that out because I had a lot more to say in that video. This was just kind of a chill video just to kind of get that out there. And yeah, let me know what was the worst album cover of 2024 in your opinion. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Playboy Cardi likes my channel, so you should too. And leave that comment.